Hey petals, welcome back to another video. It is the 10th video out of 12 videos in 2025. I just want to say quickly, this series has given me so much purpose. Not saying that I didn't already have purpose, but I think this year having this series gave me a different purpose, like another purpose. And I think I'll touch more on this in a later video, which it's going to be a big one. The last video is going to be a big video, but I just want to say, quickly, just add a little tidbit in here. So there's that. Or maybe if I do it, I don't really know what I want to do for my last video, but I definitely know like the next two videos are definitely going to be more like a combination style videos, but I'm jumping ahead of the game right now, and I always do this focus on the current video, girl. So today we are going to Boston, as you guys can see by the title. In about 15 minutes, we're about to head out the door and start this journey. And you're probably saying, 15 minutes? Where's your clothes? Why are you talking to us? Trust me, it doesn't take me that long to get ready. My bag's already packed, ready to go. They're by the door waiting for me. I just came down here to wash up some dishes and to eat some breakfast so that I can be full and ready to go. But just want to say a disclaimer, because we are honest on this channel, we don't lie. I ended up not eating breakfast because we don't have milk, and I wanted to make oatmeal, and oatmeal with water does not taste good to me, so I kind of had to scrap that idea. So we don't have no breakfast in our belly, so we're gonna have to find something outside to eat. But I'm thinking of just getting me like a big snack or something for the train ride. I don't want to like buy a big meal or something because, you know what I'm saying, like I don't need a big meal. I just need something to hold me over until we get to our destination. So you guys know I am the one bag queen, except my purse. I don't count my purse as an extra bag because you need a purse. As a woman, I need a purse. I need a purse with my chapstick, my lotion, my hand sanitizer, my wallet, my headphones, my keys. So I don't consider that to be an extra bag. It's just an extension of myself, but I have one bag, and it is super light because this is probably the shortest trip I've ever planned, I think. One of the shortest trips I've ever planned for like myself, but also I was very still diligent. I think that's the right word. I was very diligent in making sure that I did not overpack for this trip and only packed what I needed. We are also going to rewear the same jeans that we're wearing today to come home because it doesn't make sense to pack another pair of clean pants when I could just wear a pants that's already dirty. And I feel like jeans can be reworn. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if that's not a thing, but to me, jeans can definitely be reworn. This is why you leave early, so you're not stumbling trying to figure out where the hell you go. But I got something to eat. This was so confusing and I didn't want to get left. Oh my gosh.
All tickets, folks. All tickets out.
All the tickets out.
I finally found a moment to pull the camera out to talk to you guys for a bit. When I got off of the train, I got to see Rhode Island for the first time ever in my life. Totally forgot to bring the filter for this, so hopefully the lighting is okay, but it's whatever. We'll be okay. Check-in is at 4 o'clock, so I'm heading to the pho place to eat. I get so nervous vlogging even though it doesn't matter, but let's go eat some pho. The music is loud in here, but at Focalaise, the line was out the door, so I found this ramen spot next door. So I got me some ramen, and it's currently 3:41. So by the time we get out of here, hopefully we can get to our room. Because I want to start exploring without this heavy bag on my neck. I'm so happy that I was able to check in right at 4 o'clock because I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, apparently we got upgraded to an executive suite. So let's go see our home for the next 2 weeks. Wow, this is nice. You got a mirror right here. What? Oh my goodness. The bathroom is so nice. Look at these showers. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. Wow. It's like a mini apartment. Oh my goodness. It's like a mini apartment. Got the bed here. Of course there's never a real view. But this is nice. This is real nice. Does the TV like turn to face the bed? Yup. Oh my gosh. Something that I traveled with this time that I don't think I traveled with before. I can't remember, but I did travel with my like floor tripod, but it's an adjustable tripod, so it could be tabletop, it could be on the floor, wherever. I really do love traveling with this one because I'm just like able to vlog a little bit better. Sometimes I travel with no tripod and just hold access the entire time. This time I have the tripod that I have for just the room purposes, and then I have this handheld tripod for like, you know, outside, so I'm not just holding access. I used to have a phone attachment. I don't know where that is for some strange reason, because I did bring I bought my vlogging phone because I felt like that would also be just like a nice handy thing to kind of have to catch footage in certain places. But for the most part, I am going to try to just like vlog mainly off of access so that all of my footage is in one place. I did take some video on my phone because like access was also in my bag, and what I did have, I want to talk about my train ride in a second, but so you know, that's why. So I'm actually sit down and talk instead of like sitting up to talk. I'm not gonna talk too much because it's currently 4:17 and I kind of want to head back out probably by 5:30. I want to just like give myself a little bit of time to sit down because I do have a slight headache, and I think it's just from the anxiety, not the anxiety, but just like the commotion of the day. So that's normal, and I didn't really eat. I ate while on the train, but I don't think that was enough for all the excitement of today. So I want to just like quickly recap from the beginning. So I left my house like roughly a little bit after 9:30. I was a bit nervous that I was gonna get here right about the time, close to the time the train was gonna arrive, and that would mean that I wouldn't be able to like stop and get a snack before getting on the train or something. Thankfully, it ended up getting there well in advance. I was able to stop at this Asian spot and I got an onigiri, which is basically like a rice ball like filled with it was chicken teriyaki, but you know, it's like those little rice balls, but they're like shaped like a triangle. So yummy. I love eating those. There's like it's Japanese. And then I had a bev, and then yeah, then I didn't know what track my train was going to be on, and so basically you have to listen for an announcement, I guess, at New York City. I cannot say it, Monahan train station. You have to listen out for it. The little boards in front of the tracks on the above ground part, technically, well, are we above ground or still below ground? Because technically, I think it's a mixture of both, but I guess we're above ground. But on the above ground of the track, it does tell you on the outside exactly what your train is. There are multiple announcements that's announcing your train. So I caught on pretty quickly, but for some reason, a lot of people already knew where to stand because they were already standing by track. I was track 11, they were already standing there, so I was very confused by that. But anyway, so I also ended up getting a notification from the Amtrak app and an email at the same time stating that my train was leaving from track 11. So either way, I would have gotten that as well, which was a nice little safety net. I was just really nervous about missing my train. I kept tracking it because my train came all the way from Washington, D.C. So that was pretty interesting. And the last stop from Washington, D.C. all the way to Boston. So there's possibly somebody that was on that train from D.C. that rode all the way from D.C. to Boston. I can't imagine. I want to say that the train ride was extremely smooth. I've always, for some reason, have gathered an irrational fear of trains, like train crashes and this and that. Honestly, you guys, it was the most smoothest ride ever. When it first pulled off, it was just pretty interesting. I wasn't sure if we were going to be above ground the entire time or not, but obviously some stations are underground and some are above ground. So the Connecticut ones are above, like they're outside, and the Rhode Island one was inside, which was pretty cool. But I finally got to see that part of the United States for the first time. Even though I didn't step foot on it, I saw it with my two eyes for the first time. I've been to Connecticut, but not on this part of Connecticut. Like we're on the side, we're basically on the coast. So I saw a lot of water, a lot of boats, a lot of trees, a lot of homes. It was a really nice experience. I know for other people, they probably were looking at me like, why is this girl record? Like I know the girl that was in the other aisle next to me, other row next to me, probably was like glancing over and probably like, why is this girl snapping pictures and recording? Because girl, I find the beauty in the smallest of things, but also it's my first time traveling up this way. And I've never been as far as Massachusetts before, okay? I've been south of America, like, you know, I've been to like Georgia, I've seen South Carolina, North Carolina, driving through, I've seen Maryland, I've seen Virginia, I've seen DC, I've seen New Jersey, I've seen Pennsylvania, I've seen Florida, you know, so it was interesting to travel north instead of south. And so I was kind of able to see that for the first time, and that was really nice. I just loved how comfortable it was. Now I want to just forewarn you, I did have a business class seat because I bought this ticket back in June, and when I compared like coach to business class, it was a good price to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do the business class for $100 instead of the coach for $50. That's like how it was at the time back in June. Obviously now business class today was close to $240. I'm so happy I bought mine when I did. But, you know, so yes, I could have gotten coach for a lot cheaper, but I'm really happy that I got business class. My seat was nice, big and roomy. I had the window. I left by myself. And then once we got to the next stop, which I believe was in Connecticut, yeah, it was Connecticut, I did get a passenger. She got off at Rhode Island. She was very nice, very friendly. We didn't talk the whole ride or anything, but when she came on, she did greet me, you know, and sat down with me, and she was perfectly polite, no problems. And then when she got off, I still had to go 2 more stops. So I was just basically sat by myself for those last 2 stops. But it helped me because I had some really bad anxiety about like having to say excuse me to her. Like I was hoping that she's getting off at the same stop as me because there are 2 stops in Boston. I have to say excuse me to her and then rush to get my bag off so I can get off the train. But you have enough time to get your bag and get off the train. The person on the loudspeaker, I don't know who he is, what he does. I don't know if it's the conductor, just the person that makes announcements, whatever he is, does tell you hey, now is the time to grab your bag. Like, you know, so you have time to get yourself together so that once you get up, you can go stand by the door. I'm thinking of this as a train, like the MTA train, the MTA bus, where you'll be like, you gotta hold on because you're gonna go flying. No, it is not like that. It's something that you can totally like stand on. So you can go stand by the door or near the door as you're approaching the station. You won't fall or anything. So, fun fact, I really want to take the train from Chicago all the way to California because that is a specific train ride that's famous for its views. So it's what the way that the path that it takes, it's a beautiful views, okay? I really want to do that train ride, and I feel like this today convinced me that I can do that train ride because honestly, this was so seamless and easy. I feel like I could have slept between us leaving New York City up until we got to Connecticut because I already know what Brooklyn, like Queens and the Bronx, I know what it looks like already. So I didn't necessarily have to like be up to see it, but you know, I think it was just the overall excitement and the nerves. And then getting out, I walked to my hotel, you guys. I thought that I would have to take like the train or the bus. I didn't have to touch none of that, which I'm really happy about because I didn't want to add like another piece of anxiety to myself trying to figure out someone else's subway system or bus system. So I'm really happy that I was able to kind of avoid that for the most part and was able to just like walk to my hotel, which is funny because I was walking to go get food first and ended up walking past my hotel, and I was like, okay, we're gonna definitely walk back to the train station when it's time to go home. We don't need to take a bus or Uber or anything like that. We could walk right back to the train station. Yeah, honestly, I was a bit nervous because like people talk about like racism, microaggressions, So far, my experience has been pretty calm, so I will give it that. So I want to get as much outdoor things done today, and then I'm going to do all of the indoor things tomorrow. It's that temperature outside where it's like not too cold, not too hot, just perfect. If you have like a warm drink, you'll be good to go because like it's not that cold outside. And I'm walking down the street, and the best way I could describe it is if you've ever been to Fulton in Brooklyn, this is their Fulton. That's what it gives. See what I mean with like all the buses and stuff? It just reminds me of Fulton Street. We even got the guys, Uber Eats guys. The Uber Eats guys. You guys, let me know if I'm tripping, but I feel like things are just so much cheaper here in Massachusetts than in New York City. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? They have the mini tote bags that everybody was going crazy over in New York, lining up for. Just abundance of them. It sucks that we're battling against rain tomorrow because this would have been pretty nice to be at during the day, but it's really nice here. I'm about to go on top. This is pretty cool. The best part about being places like this is that you can just record and take pictures and no one's gonna really pay attention. There's some famous streets this way that I want to also go see, and some brownstones before it gets too dark. Whew. We're rushing against the sun right now. It's funny. I already said though that I definitely need to come back here. Definitely in the summer. I could foresee myself getting up pretty early and just doing like a day trip here because you don't gotta stay here overnight to see a lot of the things. Get here early enough and head your tail right back on that train to New York City. Sleep on the train ride home. But I definitely will be coming back here for a better whip around, because if it wasn't gonna rain tomorrow, I would have gotten a lot of seeing done. But because it's gonna rain tomorrow, can't really sightsee. So, yep, enjoy it now. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to see a lot of like indoor places. I just really hope that God's on my side and doesn't let it rain tomorrow, but it don't work like that. So I mean, this is beautiful. I don't even feel like I'm in America right now. I feel like I'm in a completely different place, but let's keep going. Here are the brownstones that I wanted to see, so got a glimpse of them. Pretty cool. Okay, I think I missed my turn to go down that Acorn Street to go see it, and so I decided to turn off of the main road and loop back around. These little homes are just so stinking cute with their little pumpkins and flowers out. They look very nice. Kind of reminds me of like downtown Brooklyn and like the upper, is it the Upper West Side, Upper East Side? One of those. It reminds me of that. Whew. All right, let me pay attention so we don't miss Acorn Street again, and we're gonna start walking back towards the hotel, because yeah. Wow. Break a foot on this. I feel really bad for the people that live on this street, but it's basically a cobblestone street that people take pictures on. I'm sure it's beautiful in the daytime, but I'm so weak at how many people are on here, and it has a lot of signs that says residential, quiet area. I could imagine living here. All right, let's head back. I don't feel like walking past my hotel to eat and then having to walk back, but all these places, it just feels too high stakes for a solo girly like me right now. So I don't know, but I don't want to cop out and get something basic. I'm back in the room, so I wanted to go eat at the Cheesecake Factory, but when I walked in there, nobody greeted me. It looked really busy, so that's why I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna head back to the room. But also, I'm also just like really hungry, and so the thought of also sitting down somewhere to eat, also like now that I'm back in the room, I'm really glad that I just got something to like come back, take out basically, because I just feel like I'm tired. I did a lot of walking. I think I left here like 5 o'clock. I did over 2 hours and 30 minutes of walking, just pure walking, pure sightseeing, to and back. So I feel like I've been on my feet, which was great because I sat down for over 3 hours anyway to get here. But now it's just kind of like, I'm ready to like lay vertical. I've never lived alone. I'm going to be 30 years old next year. Please excuse the water. I just turned it on so I could rinse out the shower because I just sprayed some spray so I could clean it. Yes, I'm one of those people that clean the bathroom with Lysol before I use it. Okay, I'm back. I thought that the phone in here was ringing, but it wasn't. So what I was trying to say was, I'm gonna be 30 next year. I've never lived alone, and if I lived alone, here is what I would record as an unget ready with me in my nice fancy apartment if I live like the other like YouTube girlies. So right now I'm washing my face. It is the Biome Creamy Jelly Cleanser. I like to wash my face at the sink. face is, I think it's about 8 o'clock right now. But we're not going back outside, so I'm gonna just do everything now. I already spritzed my hair. This is As I Am Jamaican Black Castor Oil Water Spray. So I did that already. Here is the Bioma Creamy Jelly Cleanser. And listen, I'm not gonna tell you what toothpaste I use. I don't condone this toothpaste. I absolutely hate it. I'm using it. Y'all need to get y'all one of these, a traveling shower cap. Listen, got one and I don't regret it. I bought this in Target years ago. Game changer, because I didn't want to have to pack my home one every single time I go away. So I love having a travel one that I just leave in my travel toiletries bag. So there's that. I washed my face. I lotioned up my skin. I'm gonna put on these morning dew drops, which you can use AM or PM, even though it says it's morning dew drops. This is basically cucumber, aloe vera juice, matcha powder, vitamin E oil, bunch of different things. Okay, I got it from Aspen Essence. This is my first time trying like her facial serums. One thing I love about this facial serum is look how thick that is, okay? So this is actually hydrating. That's for one. And for two, I just like how I'm able to like name and identify all the ingredients that's in this. Most nights look like this one where I wash my face, I do my serum, I lotion my skin, and then there's just some nights where I'm really lazy and all you get out of me is the bare minimum. I feel like someone's gonna click on my video and be like, girl, you went to Boston and you didn't eat nothing local. So listen, my goal tomorrow is try to eat as many local places as possible. It's just going to be very difficult with my time crunch and the weather. I've watched a ton of different videos from people that live here, have visited here from different places and know what to try, and people that used to live here but no longer live here and gave really good places to try. I've been doing a lot of walking on foot today, and so I really was trying to get to see all of the outdoor places, so it was kind of difficult to try those restaurants or those places. Excuse me. I did see some of the popular local places that people told me, not told me personally, but that I saw, that told online viewers to go and try, but they were closed for the day because they are like establishments that are more for like breakfast, lunchtime, and for the dinner side stuff, that was just a little bit too far in my feet. So I apologize to anyone that's watching this. It's just like, girl, I'm trying my best. One thing about me, I am vlogging the experience, but I'm also enjoying the experience. I'm not the kind of vlogger that vlogs first, enjoys later. I actually just enjoy it first, then I vlog, and then I kind of debrief after. So if that's not your kind of style, this might not be the place for you, because there's a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, I try to show as much as I can and not just be sitting here yapping my gums, but I'm also really just enjoying the experience and then like recapping it. So I try to get as much footage as possible, but we're gonna try our best tomorrow with the rain. I am prepped for the rain. I have a nice little sweatpants. Shoes might not be ideal for the rain because I have my Adidas Sambas, only have one pair of sneaker, but we gonna make it work. And I have a long sleeve shirt. I have a hoodie with a hood. I have an umbrella. So I feel like we're gonna try to hit as many indoor places as possible and as many local eatery as possible. I have 6 movies in my list on Netflix. I've been waiting for me to watch them. So if this is not good, we got 6 other movies we could watch. This is the earliest you'll probably ever see me up on vacation, but it is currently 6:45 a.m. Okay, I woke up not that long ago. I got up, I brushed my teeth, I washed my face. Basically, I just started my like prep to get ready so that when I do, or when I'm able to actually get up and get dressed and go outside, at least the bathroom prep is done and I can just get up and get dressed. Yeah, I didn't watch that movie last night, transparently. I literally turned it on and it just didn't catch my eye, and so it was just on as background noise, and I just kept hoping that something would happen for it to pique my interest and want to like rewind and watch it. But no, that didn't happen. I also was extremely cold last night, so I was just combating with trying to be warm. And it's funny because I was going to pack a long sleeve, not long sleeve, a long pants instead of my shorts, but switched to the shorts last minute because I tend to get hot overnight, so I don't like to be hot. I don't like to wake up hot. So but I also just figured that I'd be able to like adjust the temperature in here. What is it about hotel AC that just seems so different from house AC? I just really can't explain it. So this is where I'm at right now. So I do have one museum booked so far. I think I booked it for 11. I wish I booked it a lot earlier, honestly, but it's okay. But I wanted to give myself time to eat breakfast and possibly walk there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I would like to take the train, to say that I took the train in Boston. I have taken public transportation in Philly. I did the bus and the train, or trolley, or whatever they call it in Philly, because I don't really consider whatever I was on a train. I think it was the train though. I even had I think it was called what's it called? No. I think it was called the MBTA or something like that. And I think in Georgia I also took the train in Atlanta. I think that was the MARTA. I took that one stop. And I think I've taken it to the airport too, actually. So I don't know. Listen, I don't know. So I feel like it would be cool to say that to the train in Boston. I'm just scared to. I don't know why. I'm just so nervous to. I don't want to look lost or be lost. But I'm pretty good at navigating myself on my own public transportation. And this is I guess this is a message for fellow New Yorkers, because I think that we, at least in America, I think New York, I might have to double check my facts though, but I think America, like New York in America, I think New York in all of America has one of the better transit systems. Like once you leave New York, you're not finding the same simplified, to me it's simplified. The trains announce what stop you're going to. There are multiple different lines. As long as you know uptown, downtown difference, unlike me, then you'll be fine. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty cool seeing the sun rise. Well, not really rise because it's cloudy, but it going from completely dark in here to completely bright in here, as you guys can see by the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and just get dressed, give you guys a bit of my outfit of the day, and then we're gonna go to this coffee shop that's actually right across the street from my hotel, which is called the Flower. It's just called Flower Bakery, I guess. Flower Bakery and Cafe. It's supposedly busy right now, but that's okay. I don't mind. I typically, if you don't know, now you know, I don't like hot coffee or hot drinks, but because of the weather and because I was spending a lot of my time outside, I will be getting a hot drink. Okay, here's my outfit. I have on this hoodie from, I think I got this from Marshall's, green long sleeve shirt from JCPenney, just some regular pants, sweatpants from TJ Maxx, and then my Adidas Sambas, which you can't see, but they're on my feet. Okay, here's the whole outfit. Yesterday I had on this, and I love this sweater. I got this from Marshall's. So listen, I am low-key tempted to check out TJ Maxx here to see if they have like any cute sweaters or something that I can bring back home. I'm just saying, I don't need any more hoodies or sweaters, but it'd be nice if they have some more like Marvel themed stuff, or just like things like this one. So I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot of stores around here. I might end up with something before I go home. I do want to find some souvenirs or something. Like the video is my souvenir of the trip for me. I don't really need a souvenir, like to buy something, but if I find myself finding a souvenir, I definitely will get it, because I think this is my first real solo trip, I think. We're walking to get breakfast. Yesterday I got caught trying to take a selfie in this mirror by people nail. That coffee shop was so crowded that I was really excited to try their food because they had really good things online, but it was just too crowded in there. It was very busy, and that I don't know. So we're gonna try this other coffee shop that is this way. So hopefully it's not crowded and it's just as good. I just need a coffee to warm me, a hot drink, like a latte or something to warm me up, so that way when I start this journey that way to the right of me back towards the park and stuff, I'm not freezing. It's not cold though per se, it's just a nice little wind chill. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, need something to just like keep me warm. But I tried, Boston, I tried to try all the local spots. Y'all don't make it easy. Also, last night I saw a joke. It was like, welcome to Massachusetts, where you turn left, there's a Dunkin', and right across the street, there's a Dunkin', and if you look back, there's a Dunkin'. And they're right, because I was starting to notice that there are so many Dunkin' Donuts here that I'm like, am I tripping? But I'm not. There is a lot of them. I know that was such a fail. Alright, got a breakfast sandwich with sourdough bread and a pistachio latte. I've never got a latte that looked like this before. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's enjoy this and hit the road. I don't know if it's the New Yorker in me talking, but my breakfast sandwich was $10 and my latte was like $5. I spent like $17 in there, and I don't think that was bad because this meal is gonna keep me full, I want to say, until 3 o'clock. Like, that's how full I feel right now and content. I was just talking to my sister and I was writing in the family group chat and I realized that I can take the bus to Harvard. I think I'm gonna go, rain or not, I'm gonna go. I've never seen it. My class, fun fact, at my second ever school job, we were named after colleges, and for 2 years my class was Harvard. So I want to go see this place that my kids heard about but none of us ain't seen, and it's a 20-minute bus ride. So I may go. Fingers crossed that it's not raining when we get out of the museums. But if I had known it was that close, I would have went yesterday. Definitely need to circle back. Like, I definitely need to circle back and come here. For reference, that's the coffee shop right there. It was called Tate. I'm about to walk past it. Newbury Street is where like all the little shops are, but they're like little brownstones as well. Nice little scenery. But we're gonna stop in the Apple store because these AirPods have been giving me problems. So yeah. Let's get some. This is really cool. I would never walk down there though. But I love the architecture of Boston, okay? It's nice over here. It's nice to just walk and look at it. Just record it for y'all to see it with me. I keep forgetting that it's Sunday and nothing is open this early on a Sunday. Everything is open like 10, 11 around here. So I'm gonna have to swing back. But I'm gonna walk down Boylston. I hope I'm saying the right street because I walked it yesterday. I want to walk down some different streets to get some different scenery and different footage. So we're walking to Commonwealth, I think it's called. So let's head there now. So Commonwealth Ave is Boston's version of Eastern Parkway, okay? Listen, I'm always gonna find a comparison of things to things. I'm turning. I'm crossing. I could have been crossed. I feel bad because people had to just turn to me and I went to cross. But anyway, yeah. Just like Eastern Parkway, where you have that street and the brownstones, and then you got the park-ish. Walk with the benches. Pretty cool. All right. Let me enjoy the walk, guys. Back in here, even though I saw it at this kind of lighting yesterday, so it's not too much different, but it's nice being here in the daytime. I got to the museum and it was 10:30, so I came in Primark to kill some time and I actually found 2 things I want to buy in here. So we're gonna come back after the museum. All right, I wasn't expecting this to start. Oh my gosh, so fast. That's pretty cool. Oh my, the kids love this place. Whoa. Wow, this is cool. I'm like a kid. You have to hold this can on your ear and put it on the wire so you can hear different things. Someone's talking in this one. This one sounds like I'm underwater or something. This one's an orchestra. Oh wow. You radiate warmth and charm wherever you go. Oh my gosh, it's a bunch of compliment machines. Let's see what I get at this one. You have the kind of eyes that tell a story. Aw. This is bizarre. So this is a living gallery, and so it talks about how portraits are like stills, but they're just so much more than that. And I'm going to show you one still and like how it moves. It's pretty cool. They all move at like random times. It's pretty cool. Eye is an artist's lens. Explore the depths of your own beautiful creation by letting our custom setup capture the intricacies and patterns that only your eyes possess. Interesting. Yeah, this is an exhibit that you can participate in, but I chose not to pay the $8 to do this, so I'm gonna keep going. What their deaths from the past, present, and future are all around the world.
And you're back to the dull old routine. You always want just a little bit more than you have. The knowledge you seek can be found in the number 9. The number 9 is everywhere, but you don't see it because you're not looking for it.
So you have to answer this question, what do you know for sure? And this is what I wrote. Pause to read. Let's go ahead and put it up somewhere. I'm putting mine next to this one because this is true. So there's a bunch of phones, and if you pick one up, it's going to tell you a powerful message, and you can find out who the speaker is, but I'm going to listen to one and not try to know who it is. So let's go pick up a phone and listen. This next exhibit is called Obliteration. Solve Obliteration. So you take one of these, and you go stick it somewhere. I'm really happy that I traveled with a tripod because it just makes recording in here so much easier. I have no idea where I'm going to put my orange sticker though. Wow, they went really ham in here. Wow. This is cool. I want to stick mine someplace. I feel like everyone thinks this thought. They want to stick theirs someplace no one has stuck before. But it's gonna get covered up. Dang, if you can get, how do people get their stickers up there? That's crazy. Probably a kid. They held their kid up to put the sticker up there. I think I want to put mine. I feel so bad sticking the book. I'm just gonna stick mine on the wall wherever, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna close my eyes and stick it on the wall. There you go. Done. Perhaps I could have potentially been in there for an hour, but I was only in there for about 35 minutes. I could see myself being in there for an hour if I was with somebody else, because I was by myself. It's not realistic to say that I'd be in there for an hour. But it was a really great museum. I'm definitely going to be leaving reviews on all of this stuff, probably on my train ride home. So took lots of pictures of things so I could leave some Google reviews for some people, because listen, I read reviews, so help another person. All right, now we're going back in Primark to go and buy those things I saw. This is the first item that caught my eye, but $22 for this, I don't know. I mean, it is Disney, so it makes sense. But I just like the colors. I love shopping in other people's cities because they just have a different variety of things to see. So we're going in DSW now to see what they have for shoes. Reporting live from Boston, City Hall, right behind me. It is currently, I don't know, 50 degrees out here. It is extremely windy. A nor'easter is supposed to be coming. The battery died even though I left the house with a fully charged battery. Thank goodness I have an extra battery with me, and I forgot my vlogging phone because I made it all the way to the lobby when I remembered, and I didn't feel like going back up to go to grab it. So that's why. But I caught on camera some of my 2 papers that I got from the museum that I wanted to keep flew away. Thankfully, a man caught one for me and I caught the other one. Thank you to him, because I didn't want to lose them, and I wasn't going to blow away. I was going to chase after it. Anyway, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to this marketplace that Tara told me about.
Come on, people!
Okay, I went inside the Quincy Market because a coworker told me to go visit it, and it does have a lot of food in there. The most popular thing is lobster rolls, but I don't eat lobster. I cannot stand lobster, so wasn't gonna happen for me. I was thinking of getting like corn chowder or something, because I was like, I'm trying to eat as many like warm foods as possible because it's been helping to just like keep my temperature good, but honestly, it's not that cold out here. There are points of times where the wind blows. Maybe something's wrong with me because I feel like there's a lot of people out here that are bundled up, but maybe they're not from here, and that's why they're so bundled up. But it's pretty calm to me. It's supposed to be 60. You only feel cold when the wind blows, but I don't actually feel cold during then. And then I've been in and out of places, so I feel pretty warm. And I've just been walking a lot, so that's been keeping me warm as well. And then you'll see a person that just has their entire shoulder or back out or legs out. So I don't know. It's a good mix. I don't know what to do now. I feel like I saw the things up here that I wanted to see. There is a famous cannoli place I want to check out next. And then after that, I don't know. I guess I was anticipating it to be raining all now, and because it's not raining, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, what to do now. Y'all, I wanted that one, but y'all tell me, do you think this is worth $50? I know I'm a tourist, but I ain't that touristy. I like this tote bag, but I have enough tote bags. But guess what? This says Boston on it, and it's $10. Can't beat that. Love a little cutesy tote bag. I'm always toting something around. I also want to say that my experience in this part of Boston, I guess it's like the downtown area, has been really positive. People have actually asked to take my picture for me because they saw me like setting up my camera, and I told them it's okay. I'm just taking video, not picture. So it's been really nice experience so far over here. All right, we're actually about to walk past Paul Revere's house, so I'm gonna pull you guys out when I walk past there. Paul Revere's house is right across the street from me. I'm not really gonna go inside to see it because it's a line, but if you don't know who Paul Revere is, let me give you a little history because I kind of forgot myself. But he is one of the founding fathers during the time of the American Revolution. So yeah, Boston is a huge part of the American Revolution, so you can see a lot of the famous, you can go to the cemetery where all these people are buried. That's not something I'm going to do, and I would like to go into the house. It'd be pretty cool to see it, but I'm just fine with just like standing outside and just walking the streets. I'm good to go. Like I said, I don't really know what to do now because there was this other museum that I wanted to see, but it's closed on Sundays, I think it said. So I can't go to that one. And what else? Like I said earlier, it was supposed to be raining all day today. While it's not raining, you know, so I feel like I jam-packed so many of the outdoor things I wanted to see, and I saw even more outdoor things today that I'm really don't know what else to do now. There's only one thing not to do, which is to ride the train, and I think I'm going to ride the train back home because I am not walking all the way back home. I've walked so far, I cannot imagine how far it's going to take me to walk back home. Let me see how long it's going. An hour. No way am I doing that. I'm crazy. We're gonna hop on that train. So yeah, we're all the way in the north end of Boston. We're in Waterfront. Alright, let's go find this cannoli place that I keep talking about. Sorry, let me correct myself. It's not closed today. There were no available tickets to go in there today. There is an art museum that I do want to go see as well, so maybe I'll go there and that will take me back closer to home. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm so nervous. I am so nervous.
Visit mpa.com/short-run for more information. Attention.
Alrighty, y'all. I made it back to my room. It's 2:30 and it still has not rained yet, and I'm just really grateful for that because I was able to get so much done. I left here at like what time? I think I started getting ready around 8 something, maybe like 8 o'clock. Started my day. So I feel really grateful for that it has not rained. And I made it pretty far up because last night thinking about getting up there felt really far. And today I basically walked all the way up there. I was not walking back home. I took the train, which is actually like a tram. It's not really a train. And it was $2.40 to ride it. And it took me basically here. I was going to go to the Museum of Fine Arts because it looks absolutely gorgeous to go see it. But once I saw that this was like, I saw my stop and I was like, I recognize this name. And as the doors opened, I double checked and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to get off. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, I can get back to the room. I can relax for a little bit, like maybe like an hour or two. Because it's, like I said, it's 2:30. I went out at 4 o'clock yesterday and everything was okay, fine and dandy. So I was like, I can come back out by like 4 o'clock to just like get dinner, eat, explore a little bit more, just like this surrounding area. I do want to stop at the Apple store. When I went to go earlier, like I said, it was closed. I bought an iced green tea with mango popping boba. That thing had like no sugar in it, and which is fine, but it just had like that dry tea taste. So it's just like dry iced tea. It was very dry. Like, how could you be drinking something that's wet but your mouth feels dry drinking it? So it was a disappointment. I finished it, but it was a disappointment. Honestly, that breakfast that I had at the cafe earlier, that has kept me full this entire day, which is why like I don't mind doing trips like these where like I have to buy food for every meal. Like, it's a part of the experience, it's part of the trip. I am going to take the bus to see Harvard because I'm very curious to see it. I also saw that there is a French, it's like a French bakery, but it's like they sell macarons. And so I wanted to get some earlier from this other place back at the Quincy Marketplace, but honestly, the people in front of me were taking super long to decide what they wanted to get. Customer service was trash. No, but what's the worst that could happen? You can always call an Uber and hightail out of there if anything happens. We are going to stop at the Apple store because I was supposed to spin around on that. So we're gonna stop there first, catch the bus to Harvard, go see it for the first time, just see what that part of Massachusetts, because it's not Boston anymore, it's Massachusetts, it's Cambridge, I think we're going to. And then after that, I'm gonna head back here to find something to eat. I don't think I'm gonna eat at any special restaurant. I just don't feel like the weather is really calling for that, and I don't have, none of my outfits just feel like sit in a restaurant worthy, and I don't know if I really want to sit in a restaurant at this point. I think that once I'm out and about and I'm like back this way, I'd rather just grab like a quick bite to eat from one of these like little local shops right here in the center, whether that be the Shake Shack again, because Shake Shack was perfectly fine to me last night. I just saw someone press the walk thing, and you know how it says wait, wait? You don't press that because it's not going to automatically change the light to red so that you could walk. It's for people that need it. Like, for example, you're blind. It's supposed to help people that are blind know that they can cross or walk across the street. That's what it's for. So that was kind of funny. Someone pressing that, thinking that it was gonna do something. So, listen, could tell they're not from the city. It's really hard to see. I am doing the most non-black thing to do, which is following the noise. I don't know what's happening. I'm following the noise. Okay, so I feel like Harvard's obviously a really big campus, and so like I don't want to walk on the campus, but it's pretty much over there. I'm seeing it. I've seen enough. I'm gonna go check out this bookstore. There. have been everywhere, and I feel like I didn't really speak, but I stopped at this store. I cannot say the name of it, but I have the Kaken, the mini Kaken, and I decided to get me this little thingy because I really wanted one for, it looks really crowded. Yeah, I really wanted one of these for the sole purpose of I want like something I could like have like as a purse, but like it's really small, compact, could sling it over my shoulder, because I've been using my fanny packs and that ain't working for me. So switch over to this. Hopefully this works for me. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just happy I found this place because it's gonna make up for that nasty bubble tea I had earlier. So we're gonna go to the professionals, get us some bubble tea. This is exactly what I was looking for. Flavor. Secured the goods. This trip, it was so much fun. And I'm really glad that I went on this trip. And my only thing I wish I did was I wish I brought another charger, because I have 5 different devices now using one charger. It feels really late, but it's not. What time is it? I think it's, yeah, it's 7:15 right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shower. I'm trying to charge up all my devices. I have to get up early to catch the train ride back. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pack everything. I am going to go to sleep in the shirt that I will be wearing to go home, the long sleeve shirt, because it was extremely cold last night. It doesn't feel as cold in here today. But I know once I lay in the bed, I'm gonna feel cold. So once I shower, I'm just gonna go ahead and just put on that shirt, and it's okay because it's a completely clean shirt, don't worry. So what I was trying to say earlier was that I'm thinking of just going with using this tote bag as my bag to go home instead of my Kaken. And the reason for that is because I just feel like I'll just pack a little bit lighter and I can just have all the things that I want with me on the train in here. I'm gonna keep my charger with me because my phone, I was on my phone the whole time, but I think moving forward for the train ride back, I am going to just strictly be on my iPad and not burn up my phone battery like I did yesterday. So I really want just my iPad, my phone in here. I don't know if I already showed you guys my book, but this is book 2 of that coffee shop book that I was reading in the last vlog. I did not touch this book on the train ride. I might touch it this time around. Alrighty, y'all, it's currently 9:42 p.m. I finished everything. I showered, obviously, and I put everything away that can be put away for tomorrow. The last thing right now that needs to charge is actually my phone, but that can obviously charge while I'm sleeping. I am planning on trying to go back to that coffee shop tomorrow. It says that it opens at 7 a.m. If I wake up on time, or I have alarms set already, so if I wake up at that first alarm, I will be able to make it there, eat, and come back and check out, and then go to the train station. And I feel like that will help me to stay, you know, just like full for the whole train ride. And yeah, I had so much fun on this trip, you guys. So much fun. I am ready to be back home in my bed though. I wish like traveling home could be like this. Because not only do I have a 3-hour plus train ride to New York, I still have to hop on the darn MTA train to get home. And I think that's what's like off-putting with this particular travel, because in the past, like if I had like a 2-hour plane ride, I'm hopping in an Uber home. But in this case, I'm hopping on one train to another train. I think it's currently 6:40 a.m. Good morning, Petals. One thing about me, it's real easy to navigate someplace, like once I've gotten a lay of the land. So I know that all I have to do is just walk straight and then make a left, and then I should be at the bakery. Hopefully it's open. I'm testing out my little khaki purse thingy here for the first time, and I love that it kind of goes with my outfit. It's funny how the first time I walked out this block, I was so unknown or unfamiliar. Now I walk down this block like I've been here my whole life. I made it back in the room. I have about 25 minutes before I plan on departing out of this hotel, like checking out and all that good stuff.
The front of the train, cars 5 and 6 at the rear of the train.
Apparently, there's a power outage. I made it back home, and I want to show you guys that my macarons made it back all in one piece. It is currently 3:13. I would have been home an hour ago or more, but there was a power outage in Kingston, Rhode Island. I think like the system is like a system outage. So our train lost power, like overhead power, briefly at Providence. And then after that, we stopped and we were delayed, I think, for about 40 minutes just on the track. And I wasn't panicking or anything because I'm just like, it was still really early in the day, in the morning, and shoot, being stuck in Rhode Island wouldn't be the worst thing. It would be work that I'd have to be like more worried about. And because I'm already ready for work tomorrow, my clothes already washed, picked out, so I'm set for work tomorrow, so that really would have been the only issue. But I'm home and I had to use the bathroom. That also held me back from going straight to the train because I did not use the bathroom while on board the Amtrak train. So before I could get on the subway, I had to use the bathroom. So that took some time off of that added some time traveling. And that bag is the bag is not heavy, but it's a bag. So regardless, walking around with that is not an easy feat. I am gonna go ahead and just unpack everything, wash everything, put everything away. I am not the person that leaves my bag for days and days after a trip, especially when I got home as early as I did. I'd rather just put everything away, start the laundry for all those things, put them away, and then relax for the rest of the afternoon. So it's actually a really good idea because excuse me, this is actually a smart idea leaving as early as I did. Now, if the weather was like warmer or nicer, I could have spent the entire day still there. Like I would have had more time in the morning before heading to my train to like walk around and explore a little bit. But because of the weather, but then also I do kind of like getting back home and still having the rest of this day to myself before having to like go to bed and all that stuff. So I think I'm an Amtrak girly now, a train girly now, because woo, that experience is so much better than I think flying in a plane. So listen, Amtrak, you have earned yourself a new loyal customer so far because it was an amazing process. Even with the delays today, they were doing their best to keep us informed and, and comfortable. So I really appreciated that. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you for next month's video. Peace out. Bye.